Endometriosis is a very common condition. It's where tissue that's similar to the lining of the uterus is growing outside of the uterus. And it can occur on the lining of the tummy in general, on the ovaries, the tubes, the bowels, the bladder, anywhere actually in the abdomen, and it can spread to distant sites as well. Because it's a disease that occurs due to periods, menstruation associated with reproductive system, people don't talk about it like they would, I've got asthma, I've got diabetes.
Day to day living with endo, it affects me by not knowing what could happen, because the flare-ups could happen at any time. I could be out for dinner or I could be at work. So it's always that thought in the back of my mind, am I going to be okay?
Living with the condition has been a struggle for 33-year-old Ali Angel Mobbs. 11 years of crippling pain and overwhelming fatigue has robbed her of a normal life.
I've missed out on a lot of social events. I've lost a lot of friends because I've cancelled a lot of plans, and that really does add a lot of stress on to your body as well as battling the illness.
It's quite possible that you've got some endometriosis, and it's not a disease that you catch, it's not like an infection. Women will present with endometriosis with pain and or problems becoming pregnant in their teenage years, their 20s or their 30s. And the causes still aren't exactly known, but genetics has a really large part to play. We know that about 50% of the cause of endometriosis is down to genetics. And if your mother has it or your sister has it, there's a 7 times greater chance that you have it. And of course, if you're diagnosed with it, then your daughters are going to have a much greater chance of having the disease.
The unknown factor is what contributes to switching on those genes. And while the hunt for a cure continues, for those living with the condition, it's all about pain management.
When you're treating women who have endometriosis, it's about fitting a plan for that individual woman. It's no good just thinking that doing a surgery, removing the lesions, and that's the end of the story. Many women have modified their diet, cut out certain things, low FODMAP, no wheat, and that's very helpful for them.
I used to be extremely unhealthy. I'd be eating burgers for breakfast, but when I changed my diet to be eating lots more fruit, lots more veggies, whole grains, proper food, I found that the endo really did improve and the pain was less. So I think diet is a massive thing. Acupuncture is my #1 go-to though, but I really find that it helps with the pain and also just helps with my mind as well. Really calming effect on the body. The one thing I would love people to know about endometriosis is, although we do look okay, we actually can be extremely sick, and to be compassionate and understanding if we do cancel plans, know that we're not doing it on purpose. It's because maybe we can't get out of bed. And the other thing is too, for someone who's going through it, is just know that you're not alone. There's a lot of channels now, especially on social media, where you are able to connect with endo sisters and just have conversations and be able not to go through the illness alone.